Please stand. No, I'm just kidding. The perfect gospel for tonight would be the Sermon on the Mount. You know, we're up on a hill here, and you guys are all sitting down. It's like Jesus talking to everybody on the mountain. But beautiful gospel we just heard. Very long parable, but very rich. And I'm so blessed to be here and very thankful. It's amazing that you guys all chose on a Friday night, a whole weekend, to give yourself to Jesus Christ, to come here to really dive deeper into our faith. It's an amazing witness to me to see what you guys are doing. When I was younger, no chance. I would never be doing this on my weekend. So it's a great witness that you guys are doing this right now. A few weeks ago, I was about a month ago, I went to Winter Jam. Has anybody heard of Winter Jam before? That concert they had? Yeah, you heard it? My friend, he was doing all the catering for this Winter Jam, so there was about, 12 or 15 different Christian artists playing in Chicagoland at the Rosemont, and it was a beautiful time. So I went there, I got the invite and kind of walked around, got to meet some of the artists, talk to different people, and it was an incredible experience. Beautiful, wonderful people on fire for their faith, and there was also obviously beautiful music. They were playing all kinds of awesome Christian music, and a lot of good testimonies too. A lot of people gave great testimonies up on the stage. So it was a really powerful experience, but when I drove home, when I was driving home, I was reflecting and I said, there's just one thing missing here. There's one thing missing here. They were real deep into their faith, and there was a lot of Christians there, maybe a few Catholics, but there was no Holy Eucharist. No Holy Eucharist. And that's a beautiful thing that we have here on this retreat, on this gathering of different disciples of Christ. We're going to be centered around the Eucharist. The first thing that we do is celebrate Mass. So what a great blessing that is. And I believe there's just a couple things in our gospel today. As we go forward, we read in the gospel, I know it's very long and I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but right in the beginning of the gospel, we hear that the landowner was planting a vineyard, okay? So I want everybody to kind of pretend that we are the vineyard, each one of us is our own little vineyard, and God wants to plant something in us. Okay, and what is that? The first thing he does, he plants a vineyard. What's the first thing we're doing? We're celebrating Mass. So God wants to place himself, Jesus Christ, in each one of our souls right now to begin this weekend. That's the first thing the landowner does. It gives us his Son. He gives us Jesus Christ. So we're all going to receive him in just a few moments, and it's a beautiful, beautiful gift, as we all know. I ran into a young boy just a couple weeks ago, and he came up to me and said, Father, what is your foundation? What is your foundation? He said, my foundation is Jesus Christ. So we're all starting right here at Mass. Jesus is going to come into our soul. And the important thing is we keep him close in our soul. Keep him there. Nourish him. That's the second thing the landowner did. Planted in a vineyard, so planting Jesus Christ in each one of you, in each one of us. Then he put a hedge around it. He put a hedge around the garden. So each one of us has to put that hedge around Jesus Christ right now when we receive him. Block out all those things that are garbage that tempt us to come into our souls. Let's block all that stuff out. Keep that away. Create that beautiful atmosphere, that beautiful environment for Jesus Christ in our souls. So that's what putting a hedge around the garden means. Guarding it, protecting it. We can all do that with God's help, but we need to really make the effort to block that stuff out that's most tempting to us. We all have those temptations. Let's block that stuff out. Especially this weekend as you guys enter into this. And then the final thing that he did, I just wanted to mention, is he dug a wine press. So when we experience Jesus in our souls, we protect him, really make sure he's nourished in our souls, he builds a wine press. Why do you think he built a wine press? Because he bore much fruit, right? There was much fruit that was born in that garden. So may there be much fruit born in each one of our gardens this weekend. Then we take it to the wine press, we produce beautiful wine, and we send it out. So we give that wine to other people. We give those beautiful fruits that we each experience to other people. So a great thing to reflect on. As we receive the Eucharist tonight, are we protecting the Eucharist within us? Keeping all that garbage, that crap, that stuff that's not of God out of our life so Jesus can be really nourished there? And then once we experience that and we bear good fruit, are we giving that to other people? You guys are going to be beautiful disciples today, but at the end of the weekend, reflect on how you can take that out to everybody else that you encounter in your life.